record.
So, hi and huge welcome. I'm really happy to be with my very dear friend Patricia. So I would just like to say, hey and welcome. And how are you?
Yeah, so here with you, beautiful being.
Mm.
Hmm.
So good to have you here. And so good to have a talk because we live in different sides of the world. You are
Yes,
in Australia.
nowadays.
Nowadays we do. Before we used to live very close in Malmö, but nowadays we live far away. So it's really fun and really nice to have these opportunities to always talk to you still. But would you like to share some words or like introduce yourself a little bit more to those who don't know you? I know there's a lot of people who know you.
Yeah, but of course, there will always be people that don't know,
Yeah.
maybe you or me or none
Mhm.
of us. Yeah, so I'm Patricia or Patricia Tove, and I used to live in Sweden, Malmö, where also this beautiful woman lives. And yeah, and now I live actually in Australia. I
Mm.
found the man of my life, and now I permanently live here, which, life can take us on these different journeys that we don't expect. And the same was actually with this, what we're going to talk about today, about this business opportunity, which actually, when I first heard about this, I didn't realize that today I would sit here and be so grateful for that it's so much more than I ever thought when I saw it the first time. Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah.
say something?
It's such a
I
beautiful
guess
opportunity.
I don't know if it was the same for you.
Yeah, but it was, and it's no, it's just like a very feeling of gratefulness. And also, like, it's very super fun for me that we are actually doing this together, that we're doing this as a team, and also because we've been working together a long time ago with different stuff in Malmö. We're gonna tell you about it later. But and now we're actually creating this amazing life in this new business, in this, well, it's not super new for us, but in it's a different way of living and creating and spreading health across the world. And yeah, I'm just very happy about that and super excited to talk more about it. So, and the beautiful thing is that we can also work together, even if I live in Sweden, in Gothenburg, and you live in Australia. On the other side, we can still do this amazing work and together. And yeah, I'm really happy about that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
because
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No, like I was just thinking about like what was it that really like brought your attention to to what we're doing? Like what was it that woke that attention or like that actually longing and excitement to be a part of it?
Mm. Mm. Yeah, so you know how it is sometimes we might hear about something and we kind of just like, sounds good, but yeah, maybe it's not for me, or maybe I don't know.
Mm,
And the same was for me, or let's say like this. Um, I got really interested when I heard about these beautiful health benefits that this business opportunity provide.
mm,
And first of all, I was like, okay, this gonna happen for me one day. I gonna invest in, because I'm all for longevity. I'm all for health. I'm actually here for living a very long life, and not only live a long life, but be clear and be able to support other people, making a big impact. That's my biggest vision and wish in my life. I feel that's what I'm here for, and enjoy my life at the same time. So it's not like I'm all altruistic, altruist. How do you say altruist? That I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, I don't care about myself. It's really about filling your own cup so that you also can give even more to others. So I was really intrigued about the health benefits that this business was giving. So I didn't even look at it as a business at the first hand. I was like, wow, this is something extraordinary, and this is going to be for me. And yeah, I wished I would have jumped in immediately. I didn't. But um, I finally did, and I invested in this amazing health products that comes with this business as a part of it. I couldn't really see the whole vision at that point, what more could come. And for me, as a very conscious spiritual being, yeah, I couldn't see that this could intertwine with things I had done before. Uh, but the more I have dived into this, the more I realize, wow, this is actually a spiritual journey. This is a personal development course that you actually can become really amazingly paid well for. And this is also a way to enhance your health in so many levels, support other people to really, yeah, actually, a lot of people change their life because of this in so many ways. And also that we still are able to be us, ourselves, to be in our flow, to be in our creativity, and do it in our own unique way. Because first I thought that that was not on the plate, so to say. But yeah, I have realized that this is really about growing yourself and expanding yourself and you don't have to be anyone else. The more you are yourself, the more the more money you're gonna make in a way,
Yeah.
because it's actually a bit about being out of service.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if you have a similar
That is
experience.
that is really beautiful. And I'm also like so excited that like you checked on it a little bit in the beginning and then you actually tagged along. And I am super happy for that. I am super proud of you and I'm super happy for that you joined. And and I have a similar experience with that because in the beginning for me, since I've been working as a yoga teacher for many years. And well, I started yoga when I was 17 and I'm 36 now. So it's like a little bit like half my life. And I always been very into um, like the natural medicine and like see how can I like optimize my body and how can I make my body strong and natural and like go back into something that we call homeostasis, like the natural state of the body and mind and spirit and nervous system and everything. And I was I've been like dedicating so much time of my life for this. And I also been working as a health therapist and like big joy in actually like seeing working with people and helping people and see like how can we optimize you like and not like make you any different. It's not that, just like optimize who you are and optimize your functions and optimize your how you feel and how your mind and how you can flow as a human being and not being stuck in any way. So I dedicated so much part of my like so much time of my life to that. And all of a sudden, like my other very dear friend Monica came to my yoga studio and had a like presentation. And I was just mind blown for a second. And I sat like I just sat there and I just looked and I said like, how in this like great earth could I have missed this part of the well-being? And it was just like I was really like sitting like really like I've been working so many years of my life with this, and I literally missed the importance in this case of water, like how it affects my body. And so that's how I got into it. And I just decided like, no, I will invest in this because this I understand how this will optimize my health. And which it did like really immediately for me. I had also like a very I've been cleaning my body a lot and like taking care of my body. So I was feeling benefits very quickly and I got really, really, really much more back on track. And then it was not just like that. It didn't finish with that. No. Then I more and more started to realize because I put my mind only like in focusing on the health. And then I realized, but this should be something that it's available for everybody. Really. This is something that everybody needs. And then one step more, I realized, oh, this is actually a really good, like really great opportunity to live and do what I love in a way, being authentic, being me, and actually in the same time, like making money of that. So like it was that those steps that I got into it. And now after a few years, I think it's actually 4 years for me now. Um, I can really feel the benefits on so many levels. Even if I've been on and I've been off and I've been up to like busy with other stuff and family and everything, like all of a sudden, and like when I go back to it again, like these amazing opportunities and this amazing way of being and um actually making money of doing something that I really, really love.
Mm.
So yeah, that was my way. That was my how it started my interest. And everybody who knows me just like really knows how freaking super nerdy I am and how I love to go into the depths of like how the body and how the cells and everything functions. And I'm the same way with yoga, but also now with this, with how this affects the body and how we can optimize the body. It's actually a pure joy for me to share that. I just really, really, really love it. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like what I also started immediately to see some shift within my health. I mean, I had a great health, but I had allergy, you know.
Yeah.
So my experience, and this is my experience, not any health claims, but that since I started to drink this water, I haven't had any hay fevers anymore, and that actually happened immediately. I thought that couldn't be right, but now I've been drinking this water for, I don't know, from 2022, and yeah, it's like just amazing how that haven't come back while someone was mowing the grass, and I suddenly always just got this, you know, running nose and teary eyes and so on. So that was one of the things that have happened with me, the big shift, and then other health benefits have happened that I was like not prepared. Like my um, period pain that I have had my whole life have just like it's such a big difference now. It's like night and day when I have my period. And it's not actually because of my health, my age, sorry, because I have been without this water for a couple of months, and then it's like things have creeping in back, and I was like,
Mm.
oh. It's a reason why all these amazing studies are done on this
Mm.
water and show all these benefits and all this, yeah, um, evidence, so to say,
Yeah.
what this actually does with our bodies on a cellular level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
That's amazing. So I just felt like when I saw all this happening for me, and then I started to see that for other people, like so amazing stuff happening. And I was like, it would be, kind of uh yeah, selfish to sit and hold this for myself and
Mm.
not share it. Yeah. So that's why when I see that someone is interested, then I'm open to share. I'm never push it on someone, but it's like, wow, if someone are interested to actually optimize their health or become healthier,
Mm.
or just get, I'm certainly think personally that this will support my longevity in so many ways. Yeah. So yeah, I'm super, super grateful for this. And as we also have discussed, like this is not only supporting our physical health, but also financial health.
Yes, it does.
So, as we know, because yeah, Caroline, Durga, and I, we have been working together in the creativity together. We were in the same performance group. We did amazing fire art, like for big audience, and so much fun, but
Mm.
so much work. And oh my God, there was like so little paid.
It
Like
really was.
how much hours,
So
effort,
many hours. Yeah.
blood, and tears you put in. And here it comes something called duplication.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know what that word meant before, but it means this business have the amazing duplication ability that is like you don't get that in a normal job. You don't get that in a like um, coaching business that I have been into. You don't get that as a yoga teacher. Duplication means that, you put in your time and energy, and then it can tenfolds and tenfolds, like the amount of energy and money you have the possibility to get back. And
Mm.
this is the amazing, beautiful thing with this, that it's kind of planting this beautiful seed of investment here. And then you have that for the rest of your life, that it can just grow. A little seed you
Yeah.
plant and then it becomes this massive tree. Sometimes it takes time. Like, some trees go slower than others, and others can shoot up very fast, especially in the area I live in Australia. It's like crazy how fast things grow. It's like,
Yeah.
but that's actually the thing, that you plant that seed and it will grow. It will grow if you kind of feed that a little bit.
Yeah. If you water it, if you take care of it, it will grow. And
Yeah.
I think also the most one really beautiful part is that you don't have to do everything yourself. And that is such a relief because like as we said, we did such fun, such like beautiful shows together. And we worked so much. And I remember like our meetings and we were like crying and laughing and we were performing in the snow, in the winter out. It was cold. It was really beautiful and fun, but so much work. So much work. And it like things takes a little bit toll on the body if you have to like if that is your maybe like your only income or like you really have a passion and you want to work with that passion and you have to work really really hard. Like I know as like I actually owned a yoga studio before for 2 years and I was the only yoga teacher that was teaching in this studio and I had a little baby girl. She was 2 years I think when I opened the studio. So I was still like a breastfeeding mom and like taking care of my baby and working with one thing that I really, really loved working with. But since I was the only one doing like the teaching and that job, it's also like everything just like lays on me. Like if I was sick, well, I could be sick and I could cancel classes, but still there wasn't many like substitute that could like jump in and help. So I still many times had to work either way. If I was tired, if my baby kept me up all night, or like whatever was going on, I had to do the work. Always, just me. And in the long run, that's kind of tiring you out, even if I was honestly really, really happy working with something that I really loved. But it also took so much energy because I was alone. I was alone in that way. And we had to support the family and we had to do this and this. And and when it takes so much energy out of you, it also sometimes like drains you a little bit like on your health, because you have to go to do your show, or you have to go to do your like your yoga classes, because no one is going to do it for you. No. And that in the long run, if you don't have the backup and support in the community and like the team that you need, it's going to be heavy on you. So that's also something that's for me is such a like eye-opening like relief, that it makes me feel so grateful that you don't have to do everything yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so true. And of course, as a yoga studio, as I know, some people have employees. So you can of course have that.
Mm.
But then you have to pay them. You have to, there's a lot of maintenance. You have to, like, I have also heard that story for so
Yeah.
many. So there's so much responsibility. Like, but in this, you don't have to pay anyone.
No.
You just look so you are paid yourself,
Yeah.
and then you grow your leadership within that. But you have so much also support from other leaders. Like normally when you are an entrepreneur, you are pretty, alone in your leadership. I mean, you maybe have friends that are entrepreneurs, but they are not there like, hey, I support you. But here, I mean, of course, there's a lot of collaboration going on in others. I wouldn't say that with yoga studios and stuff. But here, it's actually a beautiful win-win. It's a beautiful, um, it's a total different level. There's like, yeah, there's like this time for also deep discussions and trainings about leadership, about mindset, about all these kind of things that we do together. Like
Mm.
it's just amazing. It's like this, I guess now when I speak about it, what came to me is like, this a little bit like in a way tribe feeling, but working together, working, supporting each other in that sense. To yeah, to really build a village. We're building an organization, we're building a team, and we can put our own culture in that, what we want to create within this space, what we say yes to, what we say no to. We can decide who we take into this space and not. I mean, I wouldn't welcome whoever into this team, into this space. It's a sacred place to be, and it's filled up possibilities. So we need also people that can see that vision, because if they can't, they come in and they can't see it, and they come in with a lower vibration. And yeah, and we want us all to lift each other up. That's the purpose of this, and that's where I feel also the spirituality come in within this. And it doesn't mean that it's roses and pink clouds. It's also a way to really meet yourself and get mirror in others. And sometimes you have to take those more challenging conversation with yourself and with others, and just be real and um, yeah, get to practice to speak from your heart in it. And
Mm.
that's what I really love with this also. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. Yeah. Because there's also like, as you say, this, you have to look at yourself, and you also, it's a very beautiful gift in that, because something I realized when I started, it's like I really realized my limits, like my limitations, and or like my limiting patterns I had, because all of a sudden I was working in a different way. I've been having classes and shows and been talking to like hundreds of people at the same time, and that's really comfortable for me actually. It's just like I really like that. I enjoy that in like having presentations and everything like that. I find it fun. I find it enjoyable to share and to like do all this. But all of a sudden started to working in a little bit different way, and I realized how my mind got in and said like, nah, you're not, maybe you're not good enough in this and this. And I just like, hey, stop. And I got the chance to actually see that and say like, I don't know, sometimes I don't know where it came from. And sometimes I don't know why. It's just, we have so many programs in our mind and in our body and in our nervous system that says, I cannot do that. Or I should not, or like, no, not me. And like, why should I take that space and this? And it was actually really, really lovely. And also like, you feel the pain of like what is coming up, and then you have the choice. Do I want to continue in this way with my limitations, or do I want to grow? So this actually got me a great opportunity to grow and like to go beyond my limitation, go beyond my restrictions that I actually didn't even know that I had. And when you take that chance and you take them in and you feel, okay, I see this, I see that, I see this in myself, and I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna love this part and I'm gonna grow with this part.
Mm.
It actually gives you such a like opportunity to be more you, to be more you, to wake up different parts inside of you that was actually dormant or sleeping, and
Mm.
and you can flow in the way that actually comes out from your essence more. And that has been giving me a lot of joy and a lot of expansion in that way. And so that's what we say, like the spiritual part of like of you can also have a big place in this, because you can choose to grow, and you can grow together, and you can learn, and you can like talk to your teammates and talk to people supporting you and say like, I honestly I feel this when I'm gonna do this part of my work, or like when I'm gonna do try this thing out. And they're like, yeah, I felt the same, and look at me now, look how we grow. And there's such a joy in that, this expansion. I think that's this human connection that helps each other evolve, and that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. Yeah, that you're never alone, because if you have a feeling, if you have a thought, there is not only someone else, there is a lot of people that have
Yeah.
gone through the same, and there you can find a lot of strength. And since we have a lot of trainings, we have a lot of people all the time sharing their story, their journey,
Yeah.
there's always like, ah, okay, this recognition that, wow, I'm not alone. I'm not weird. I'm not, we think we are so special in a way many times that we are like, no, everyone else, but not me.
Yeah.
And something I think also is unique with this is there's an amazing opportunity to actually grow a lot of financial health. Like you can actually earn a lot of money. And I think if we have what I think most of us have, we have very deep programming that, are not only in ourself, but the lineage that went before us with the lack of money, that there is not enough, we have to save up, we have to like hold our money, there's a limited amount. And when we come to this uh, opportunity where there's actually no limit how much you can earn here. And of course, you have to do your part. You have to work yourself up. It's not that it will fall. down from the sky. But that can be scary. Like we maybe don't think that. We maybe don't, no, no, I'm welcoming money. But the thing is, it takes something to be able to open up for receiving the opportunity. Deep down, why we don't have the money we want, it's because there's some level of us that feel not really worthy of have that. We are scared of having that because we often are, if we dive deep, that we are scared of this something we're going to lose if we're going to get it.
Mm.
Either if that is, friends or what people are going to think about us, or we're just going to stop caring about something, or there's something there, and we might not like realize that from the beginning. But then when we start to see and unfold how much money you actually have the possibility to earn in this space, then this can come up and we can start to see the blocks that holding us back. Yeah. So that's also something in a way I totally see spirituality and money. It goes hand in hand. It's just like an energy. And there's a lot of thoughts about money. Money is evil and all these things. But money can actually be such a beautiful resource for us. And the money, that energy should be in the hands of the people that want to create a better world. Like, so we actually have, I feel, a responsibility
Mm.
to, if we feel drawn, to just create a lot of wealth. I mean, that's not selfish if we want to actually make an impact. In this
Mm.
business, you actually support each other, you support other. And then this is becomes something that it's not about yourself only anymore. It's like so much bigger. And that's what really I have it have start to drop in on a deeper level the more I am in this business because I see what the difference this actually do for people. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is a very important part of it to actually look at it because many people are so scared at looking at just that part because money is such a taboo. It's a very
Mm.
much shame in it. And it's like also where as you spoke about like where does the shame come from? Like, it comes from like I'm not worthy enough or like no, like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of it, I should not, all these crazy thoughts that has been like that comes with as like you talked about also the lineage before, like what were our grandmothers and grandfathers taught and our great grandmothers and grandfathers, what were they taught and what did they bring in their like in their body, in their feelings, in their minds, and what happened really to everybody that made them feel that I am not worthy, and what happened to us that gave us those beliefs that said like no, I should not, or like no, I'm not worthy. And you can blame everything on like the things outside. You can say like no, money's not good, no, it's just evil, or this is just like it's bad and this and this. But then you look again like why is that your enemy right now? Or because maybe I don't have it, or maybe I don't feel worthy of it, and maybe I don't accept that I actually deserve to live in abundance. And as you said also, like this is such a great resource because like, for example, what we've been working with our lives, with the yoga and with the health and what we love to share and our creativity, it's such a resource for that. Because if there is something that can actually help people feel better, why should we not share? Or why should we keep it to ourselves, and or why should we not like let ourselves feel like we deserve it? And if we start on that level of actually like looking into our patterns and our beliefs and 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 like how much we feel loved, maybe it's only just that.
Mm.
And we realized no, I'm actually also worthy of love. I'm worthy of good relationships. I'm worthy of good food, of health, of living in a way that doesn't drain me or stresses me out or make me exhausted. And like for my case, I have a daughter and I also have a baby on the way. So that's why I get a little bit out of breath sometimes when I speak because I'm pregnant. So the blood volume is really high in my body. And, but like, and I want to spend time with my kids and I want to give my kids the greatest future that they can have and like not struggle in the same way they have struggled. And what do I need for that? Yes, I need resources. I need love. I need abundance. I need friends. I need companionship. I need a tribe. I need resources. And why should I not? And I think that's the part of us that we have to look at and don't be so I would say don't be so scared, but of course it's okay to be scared. Like if you're scared, just hold that feeling of being scared, of the part of you that is scared, and still keep on walking. Keep on walking, find support, find ways for you to actually allow yourself to evolve and to grow and to get what you deserve.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because we are so deserved. We are
Yeah.
so worthy to get what we want.
Mm.
And it's also about being able to let ourselves go for that dream. And many times we might not believe we're gonna get it because we don't maybe have so many close role models. We don't maybe have so many positive role models, especially when it comes to people that have money and using it well. You know, we see so many
Mm.
examples out in the world. So the unconscious uh, thought we have is like, wow, like, am I gonna be one of them? Am I gonna turn to one, like, become one of them? But exactly as you say here, it's like if we want to live a beautiful life, there's so many ways, but the more resources we actually have more choices.
Mm.
And with having more money, we actually can, in a way, buy our time. I mean, of course, time is time, but like I often say that to my partner. It's like, everything we do around the house today is like, yeah, yeah, but in the future we will have someone that, do the meal prep for us. We will have the person doing the garden. We will have people coming in and do the um, cleaning. And it's no shame in that.
Mm.
Like, we maybe associate that to rich people that, just haven't, earned their wealth in a way. But we have to let go of those beliefs if we actually want to call in a big amount of abundance and money and so on. We have to look at all these things and see that, okay, this is actually, and I think you put it so beautiful, this is actually not only about me, this is about my kids as well. This is about the world around me. This is about the possibilities that I can support other people with so they also can get that. So, yeah, there's a lot of reprogramming I feel happening. I was talking with another coach and she had done so much, you know, money, and she called it money trauma work.
Yeah.
She had gone deep, but she said actually this business, this have brought her the most, healing with her money traumas because it's just you get faced with it. You get faced with the things that you maybe didn't thought you had around money, about wealth, about abundance. It's so easy to sit and say, yeah, yeah, I want all this. But yeah, then here we actually get to do that. And it is like, okay,
Yeah, you get to do
something
it
is
and
in
you
the
get to
way.
release it, and it's really good. As I think that's a really great expression, like money trauma. because I think
Mm,
like so many of us really grow up with money trauma. And
mm,
even if it was a big, it doesn't matter if you were poor or rich, like there's always some strong feelings associated with money.
mm.
Let's just, try to let go of that and try to release all those parts and make it more neutral and fun. To
Yeah.
like recharge, like put all these charges away and like you, of course you have to feel them. You have to see them, you have to feel them, and then you have to let them go.
Mm.
And that is a great way to grow. I'm going to tell you a funny story about that you said with the person cleaning, because I actually got a little bit face slapped with that. It wasn't so long ago. It was I think it was this fall, and I was in the apartment of my boyfriend, and he told me, he just said like we were doing something. He said like, oh yeah, and 1 o'clock comes the girl that cleans. And I laughed because I thought he was joking, actually. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. The girl that cleans, huh? Is that me? Or who is it? And then no, he's like, the girl who cleans will come at 1 o'clock. So we have to do this. And I was like, what are you, like a fucking king? Or like what is it? Like that was my response. I was like really shocked actually. But it's because you're a guy, or like why? Why don't you clean your own house? And he said, like, I do clean my house because he cleans a lot. It's just like I don't have time always to do like this like this foundational cleaning. And I actually found it was easier for me to get help with that, because otherwise it took time for my job or for like my kids, and like I had to do a lot of things alone. And I was just looking at him like, really? I had to let it sink in. And then I joked with him for days, like, yeah, and the girl that cleans, like, when does she come? Like, I thought it was so funny inside of me because I had not really had that so close to me. And I really had to look at it, and it's like, "Yeah, maybe that's not actually a bad idea. It's actually a really good idea. Like, I have kids, and I don't have time to do everything, to go to work, to do this and do what I love. And like, I'm thinking about like this more like box life that I also had to live, to like I had to do this and this in this specific hour, and I had to go to school to pick up my kid, and I had to go do like this. And when I also had that, it was actually a very strong imprint in me. Like who is gonna clean my house? Like who? And it was so, I just really had to let it sink in. I think it took 2 weeks or something for me to accept it. And then I was like, yeah, that is actually a great idea. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But you get like these face slaps, like when it's something comes
Yeah.
close to you. And even if you
Yeah.
think like, yeah, I'm so evolved, or like I'm so chill with stuff, all of a sudden it comes again. And it's just like, oh yeah, there's actually something just inside of me that thought that that was wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just great. It's just an amazing idea, actually. Yeah, because it frees
Because I made a
time.
story about that, as you did.
Mhm.
Like, you made a story that he couldn't clean, or he's like too good to be to cleaning his own house, or whatever, you know. And
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, we have to look at that and see, is that true? Is that the story I want to run with, or am I willing to change it?
yeah. And he's actually a better cleaner than I am, really. So it's not true, any of that I like thought. But it was just like a really fun shock for me, because it was provoking me a little bit. And then it was also very funny at the same time. So yeah, let's just invite that we can grow past all that, because it's not just rich people or not just bad people who has that. I mean, he's a normal guy.
Mm.
And yeah, this is very good point you brought up there. Yeah.
So there's a lot in this business that we get to learn and see and mirror that, yeah, I haven't met that before in the different kind of entrepreneurship, the different kind of work I have had before. And it's
Mm.
just like such a beautiful foundation for growth. It's like just the amount of training we get. Like
Yeah.
I was on that like this high levels training earlier today, and I was like blew away. I was like soaking up everything as a sponge.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful that I have these possibilities, and it feels like I'm growing so much every day thanks
Yeah.
to this. It's like I'm expanding. I become a new version of myself. Like I'm not the same person I was last month.
Mm.
And it's like it's kind of that things goes really fast, how things evolve in me. Like something I thought was, yeah, that was a great idea. And I was like, no, no, no. Like sometimes I come from a call and I'm like, I would never say that again. I would
No.
definitely say it in this way. It's like, okay, good. You evolved fast there. It's like, now you
Yeah.
know, till next time. So yeah, it's amazing. It's
That's
amazing what
really
this
good.
brings.
It is really amazing what this brings, actually. And you evolve quickly. And like for example, what I feel now, like when I'm pregnant in the fifth month now. And it is really like if I would go to like an old job that I had, it would be really freaking heavy for me right now. Because like and my body needs rest and it needs good water and good food and good sleep and like all this. And now I actually sit home and work.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Like I do this. This is my work right now. This
It's
is
Yeah, that's amazing that you can still continue to work. I have heard stories that women that have doing labor, they're birthing and they actually was making money at the same moment. It's
yes,
like,
it's
how is
possible.
that even possible? And that's because of all the automation and duplication we have in this business. So it's
Yeah,
not that you have to be physical there. Um, all the time, like far away from all the time. It's like we have so much that is actually just done for you, that is
yeah.
set up, done.
And that is such a relief, actually. It's such a relief. Remember the time when I had to buy a new phone? It was a few years ago, right? And I
Mm.
was like, yeah, I need to buy this phone right now, and I have to do this with my daughter and this and this and this. And then I like bling. Oh, okay, that's great. I actually got the money on my account now, so I can buy the phone without doing nothing. And I was like, thank you. That's great. And I just bought my phone. And I mean, that's thanks to this beautiful person in front of me. Like, she had done some good work and I could buy my phone. So
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you for
yeah,
that.
we both get paid.
Yeah, we both got paid. And I was actually just in the store, I think, when I saw it. I was like, really? This is actually the price for my phone that I have to pay right now. When I open my account, it's like, oh, I actually got exactly like that amount of money just got into my account. And I saw it just right now that I could buy my phone right now when I was in the store. So that was,
Instant manifestation.
yes, instant manifestation. It was really, really fun. It was really beautiful. And it was like, great. Okay, no problem then. Then we go with this good one. And yeah, got a good phone.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, that doesn't really happen in other jobs in the same way that you just like, you didn't even know you did the work
No,
and then it
no, you
just
didn't.
ping.
And then it got
Notification.
ping, and it was like, great, great, perfect. Now we can do this too. And that is a really amazing thing. And that's also one part of like the big support. Yeah.
Mm,
You don't have to do everything yourself. There's a lot of people working together, and there's a win-win. You
mm,
grow in your leadership, you grow in your like your community and your friendship together, and you support each other, and everybody wins.
mm.
And that is also something that I really like. It's not this like this boss is up here and then you have to do the dirty work and then they have to do the dirty work. No, it's like they win, you win. We win
Yeah,
together. Yeah.
exactly. And something many people misunderstand here is that they think, in a normal work, your boss will always earn more than you.
Yeah.
But here you can actually out earn that poor person, that actually welcomed you in.
Yes.
Yeah, you can. So it's not that. the people that are here before you, they will
Yeah.
always earn more than you. No, no, no. You can
No, you
go
can out earn
far
them.
away.
Yes,
It's
you
their
can.
own responsibility here, and that's what I love with this. And this is something people misunderstand with the people that don't take the time and look into this properly, what this is. So yeah, and that's so much better than a normal work, you know.
Yes.
Like, where do you have that chance normally to earn so much more than your boss? I mean, not that we
No,
have a boss here even, but you know.
no.
Yeah.
But it's just like this fair play is
Mm,
actually it's actually fair, and I really love that about it as well.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
it's so great. And maybe we should give them like a little bit of what do you say, a little bit of like a sneak peek information that also soon we're gonna do something really fun.
mm.
Yes, coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Yeah, we're gonna actually explain deeper what this is. So now we have just talked maybe, yeah, we have talked a lot about our experience and so on, but we actually gonna share more concrete, like what is this? Because it feels maybe a little bit like mystical. Maybe you have heard a little bit about it, maybe not, but we're gonna like become super clear and share everything in a upcoming masterclass that we're gonna do together with, yeah, we two, and then also our beautiful other team is Monica as well. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really fun. And it's really fun. We're actually coming together, all three of us, doing this masterclass together.
Mm,
And yeah, so we will, of course, invite you, and there will be information and everything up, and everybody is welcome. And it's, of course, free to come in and look at it and just see what we do, and yeah, see, like, get a closer look of what it is that we're actually talking about.
mm,
So that will be super exciting and coming up soon in the end of April.
yeah,
Yes, there will be more information out.
yeah, super excited.
Yes. Is there anything else you think about that you want to share about this today? Or
No,
do
I just think, you know, the last things I maybe want to say is like, I'm so grateful that I actually just opened my mind a little bit for
Mm.
this and looked into it, because it's so easy to have all the preconsidered ideas about things, and we think we know
Yes.
what things are. But to have that childlike, you know,
Mm.
curiosity for things that actually will take us to places that we never knew, that we never could imagine that we could come to. So I feel that is one of my superpower, that I have that openness, and then I have that I really look into what something is, and then I feel into my heart if this resonates with me or not. And sometimes it does, sometimes it not.
Mm.
And the discernment between the head and the noise in the head that can come up with all that, you know, all programming that we was talking about earlier,
Mm.
and to really sit with what is my truth
Mm.
and what is someone else's that's actually not mine. It's just like norms, boxes, habits, opinions of others. And yeah, to really see, to go deep into what is the difference. And I find I get to practice that when I open myself up to explore different things. And then I can just feel into what feels true for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really beautiful and really important, I think, as well.
Mm,
And also what I feel is that with this, you can actually work in that way that feels good for you. You can
mm,
work in the way, you can work with yourself in that way that feels true for you. There's no limitations on it just had to be one way or another. No, there's very good like mentorships and there's very great education. It's brilliant and we learn, but you still have the chance to feel with your heart what's good or what you
Mm.
want or like what angle you like to work with it in what way. And
Mm.
that is a great superpower.
Yeah.
It's a great superpower to
Yeah.
have and to know and to learn. And if you feel unfamiliar with it, yeah, it's great. Then just get to know it a little bit more. There's
Mm.
so many great, great examples to actually walk the path, and it's a beautiful path.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is.
Yay. So good to have this talk with you.
And I'm great. Yes, and I'm
Yeah.
grateful for walking this path with you.
Yes, and me too. I'm really grateful for walking this path with you. And I'm very proud of you, as I say a lot, but I really am. So,
Aw, and I'm
yes.
proud of you as well.
Thank you. So we'll
Oh,
see you guys a little bit more in the well, we see you guys a lot around on the internet, but we will be together in the end of April with Monica. So just keep your eyes open and feel very, very welcome.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hope to see
Okay.
you there.
Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.